Hey, what's up guys? Austin back here in another video. And the dip I got in my lip is the Copenhagen Smooth. I feel like I have to start saying that every video because everybody's just like, hey, what dip you dip? What dip you dipping in this? What dip you dipping in that video? Usually it's Copenhagen Smooth, honestly. But in today's video, I'm going to go over a new pickup. It is a new Shimano Curado rod over at Saddlebrook Outdoors. He had 3 of them, and now he has 2 of them. Y'all have heard me talk about the older Zodias, how much I loved it and everything like that. So, end up, man, my buddy was talking on the phone and was talking about this rod, actually. And he said, yeah, okay. So, ended up, picked it up. Feels just like my old Zodius, looks like it and everything like that. It's just a Curado rod. It's definitely feels more sensitive, like they actually put in effort and time instead of us making a plain Jane rod like the previous Curado rod. But this here is, I think, a little bit higher. I ain't 100% sure what the older Curado rods went for new. But without a doubt, this here is my new swim bait rod. It is a 7'2" medium action. I thought 1/4 all the way up to 3/4, I think. Yep, 3/4 of an ounce. I got it paired with my Shimano Chronarch. MGL is in a 8:1:1, I do believe. And this here's going to be where I throw my 1/4 ounce, my 1/8 ounce. Well, I said that backwards. I should have said 1/8, 1/4, 3/8 swim bait heads with my swim baits on. So, there's that. Now, the previous rod that Chronarch was on was my Castaway Tyrannus rod in a 7-foot medium. That was my swim bait rod. And I actually put my 2021 Daiwa Tatula CT on here. And I believe this here will be a good cranking rod, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to use it for. 7:3 ratio. And a new pickup is a Daiwa Tatula. This is an older one. And I have a box right here. As you can tell, no scratches, no blemishes on this reel box. And this here is older. I think it came out in 2018, 2017 at ICAST Daiwa Tatula CT. So, why did I switch my reels around and everything like that? My swim bait rod, I love that Chronarch. Y'all know, I talk about Daiwa, you know, I got almost all Daiwa reels. But, that Chronarch is a big exception. That is the best reel I've had. I've had Metaniums, I've had the Loose Team Lights, I've had the Concept C's by 13 Fishing, I've had the Tatula SVs, and that Chronarch's the best reel, hands down, I've ever had in my hand. Now, talking about second best, hands down, gonna be a Daiwa Tatula SV, the new one. The older one, no. Then, I'm not even worried about the 100s. I go straight to CTs. I just like them better. They're cheaper. I like them a whole lot better than I do the 100s. I got big hands, as you can tell, so it's just easy for me to get into that tension knob easier. That 100, it's a great reel. It's more like a finesse reel. It's like a Curado 70 or something because how small it is. Y'all with small hands, small fingers, I got baseball mitts hand, but y'all can get in there. As you can tell, it's kind of hard for me. I really have to grip it. But that is that. And this Denali rocker rod, it's actually going to go as a topwater spinnerbait and jerkbait rod. I just feel like it's going to have enough tip where I can do all that. And I may actually throw a buzzbait on it. I like a little bit of tip for my buzzbait. That way it loads up and everything like that. Now, I know people's just like, no, you want a stiff rod for a buzzbait. Yeah, that works. That's great. You do you. I do me. And then there's like, you're throwing that on that? Well, again, you do you. I do me. I catch fish. You catch fish. Everybody's happy, happy, happy. But, anyway, back to this curado rod, which is what today's video is about. It's kind of like an unboxing deal. I filmed it once, got interrupted, so I had to film it again. I did cut the tags off of it. It is a brand new rod. So as you can tell, Shimano Curado. Then it had this nice little Shimano thing, and it has Fuji guides. So breakdown of this rod, why I wanted it, why I got it. Alright, y'all know I missed that Zodius. So it looked like one, picked it up, felt exactly like one. As you can tell, the older Zodius and the newer Zodius has that, I don't really know what you call it, I call it the X. So it does have that. It does say curado where a Zodius should be. It does have your length, the action, and the size of lures is suggested for it. It does have your attention with the storm and everything. I don't know what that piece does. And then the reel seat on here is actually the CI4. Same way you get on an X Pride. I believe Adrena has that same CI4 seating, or the previous Zodius, or the new Zodius. It still has that CI4 reel seat. Now getting back here, it says Shimano. That's how the previous Zodius done. It does say high power, same way as the previous Zodius does. Now, breaking down back here. The Zodius, it felt like it had a longer butt on it. It don't really matter to me, but I do kind of like this one better. It just looks better. I think the EVA foam is really the difference between the previous Zodius and this rod. I think that's where they made it a little bit cheaper. Now, putting a reel on it. My previous Zodius, as y'all can watch in previous videos, I had a CI4 Chronarch. I did have a CI4 Chronarch on it. Then I put my Chronarch MGL on it. So this here is a Chronarch MGL. Now, feel in the hand with this reel, it absolutely does not feel like a Zodius rod. Zodius felt like it balanced it out a little bit better. And again, big hands here. So I feel like on that Zodius rod, which I'm going to study up on it, it had a more straight trigger kinda. It opened this up more for you being able to palm. Now, I do not palm a reel like that. I feel like I'm just going to drop it. I feel like I ain't got a good grip on it. So how I palm, I go like that. That's how I palm my bait caster. Now, will it take some getting used to? Absolutely. Can I do it like this? Absolutely. Does it feel comfortable like that? Absolutely. But how I usually pick up my reel, it does not feel like a Zodius rod. But, am I satisfied? I'll find that out when I get to fishing. I'm probably going to fish next week, hopefully one day, if my dad ain't got to go to Lexington. But outside of that, if he does, and I'll probably end up going anyway, me and Ethan or me and Josh or something. But that there's a new addition. It's replacing. It's going to be a new swim bait rod. Now, that y'all ain't heard me talk about that other Denali rod, that 6.6. Now, it's actually down right now. It's out of commission. Okay, it's out of commission. This guide right here, that eyelet came out of it. I don't know about y'all, but metal guides online don't like it too well. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to take my little cheap Bassmaster reel, put on it, put some braid on it, and I'm just going to go garfish with it and see how durable them $60 rods are. Because if they handle a big gar, then they, like I said, they don't feel like a $60 rod to me with a bass on the end of it. So we're just going to see how to handle a big gar. But as always, thank y'all for watching this. And y'all also know I do try to get different gear, different brands, stuff like that. My reels I about got down pat. Chronarch Tatulas. I do have one Quantum over there, and that's just because it felt smooth. I want to try it out again because I have had Quantums in the past. That's why I threw. It's only been 4 real brands I thought about settling down with, and I ain't talking sponsorship. I'm talking about going all Daiwa, all Shimano, all Abu Garcia, all Loser, all whatever. And number one, that was going to be all Quantum. When I was in high school, I had a PT Acutis. I had the KVD ones. I loved them. I thought that was the best thing ever. Then I ended up got a Shimano Curado 200i, and then I'm just like, wow. So, number 2 is going to be Shimano. I thought about settling with Shimano. Then number 3, I was kind of fishing on a budget, wanting a durable reel. I picked up a Lose. I picked up one of the $100 Lose, one of the $99.99 Lose. And I'm just like, wow, $100? That ain't bad. So I was thinking about settling with Lose. They are durable. All of them's durable. And then last but not least, I've thought about settling with Daiwa. Now, that is not to say I have went all Shimano. I have went all Tatulas. The only things I ain't went all out on is Quantum and Lose. Do I think I'll ever do it? No. Not a chance. I'm not knocking Lose. I'm not knocking Quantum. They are good reels. They are doable. But you like what you like. My buddy Ethan, he loves Lose. My buddy Josh, he loves Shimano. Me, I love Daiwa. So, it's us personal preference. Now, both of them does have a Daiwa. I did tell them, hey, you need to try this. What did they do? They went and tried it. Now, I said, if you ain't moved by this, then you're not going to be. Josh, he still ain't moved. He still loves his SLX DC. He said that's the best reel he's ever had. Cool. Ethan, he still loves his Lose, them tournament MBs. He's talking about getting a tournament MP or whatever they're called now. I do not. I'm happy. Now, the only thing I wish I did have is more CTs. If I could trade my 100s to CTs, get like $10, $20 difference, yeah, I'd do it hands down. I just like the CT a whole lot better than the 100s. Again, baseball glove hands. So, it's just easier access for me. But, nonetheless, thank y'all for watching this. As always, be safe, have fun, have a good day. Check out Dog Patch Trading Post, Saddlebrook Outdoors, Kurt Singer Sunrise Outfitters, and the Tackle Spot. And as always, give God all glory, be safe, have fun, have a good day. I'm out. Boom!